If I don't, that's cool. I'd rather rap than to go back to school. Pull back the tool and let a bitch lose like a mad pit bull. And you get smashed in the Yu-Gi-Oh duel. And what a wonderful start.
Welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm just gonna give you a little breakdown about making do with what you got and working with the bare essentials from photography. My name's Tamar, and on this channel you see the journey of me learning photography, because I'm not even too skilled in the craft. I'm teaching as I go, per se, but you're gonna see me do music and other stuff like that, so be sure to go through any of my other videos. I got a J. Cole reaction up, check that out. I'm gonna talk about making do with what you got. Sometimes you don't always have you don't have the chance to start out with a camera, nice professional DSLR, Nikon, Canon camera. Sometimes you gotta start with the bare minimum. Sometimes you start with your phone. That's just where most people are nowadays. Mobile photography, cell phone photography is its own market, its own industry, and you can do a killing. Half the time you don't even need to do a camera if it's more so a hobby and stuff like that. I'm gonna talk about making do with what you got. I started off with my photography with the iPhone 6. That was my phone when I realized I liked photography, and I started taking pictures and stuff like that. And there's a difference between taking pictures just to take a picture and then taking pictures for the aspect of for photography. Sometimes I was like, there's something I can do. I wish I could tweak it and stuff like that. And then I just had to realize, hey, you can't. You just have to make it work. So what? You don't have the tools. So what? You don't have stabilizers. So what? You don't have gimbals and rigs and all of that. Make do with what you got.
So
one of the places you want to start is having a good understanding of your phone itself. Knowing how to tweak and just work with the basic functions of the iPhone phone itself. No external apps, no editing required, just knowing, hey, I can mess with the standard filters, because they do have typical filters. You can mess with how to mess with your resolution, know how to mess with your aspect ratio a little bit. Once you get past that, knowing how to angle, knowing perspective, just simple things like that. That'll be a very good boost for you. That'll teach you a lot. That taught me a lot. Instead of just standing directly in front of somebody, taking a picture at shoulder height. Maybe you want to go down to the ground if you're going for a larger than life aesthetic. Maybe if you want to make them look smaller on the picture, if you want to make them look like they're not the main image, you want to go higher up, or you want to zoom out. You don't want to be up on them. So those are just some of the different things you learn. With making do what you got, storage. Storage is going to be the biggest one. It doesn't even sound important, honestly, but iPhone storage is limited. Even if you have iCloud or whatever, you run through a lot of storage, taking pictures, editing, and all of that, because it's just duplicates and everything. If you're not tight on that, you will blow through storage.
You better stop!
So make sure you have an external hard drive, like a USB or something you keep your photos on, just for the sake of not jamming up your phone or laptop or whatever. And if you do that, make sure you have duplicates of those photos on there, just so you don't lose them. If you just want to keep them on your phone, make sure you have duplicates, so you don't risk losing all of your work if you lose that phone. One of the next things with making it work is lighting. Lighting is really important, because your lighting can go really janky and it just makes you look really unprofessional if you're doing shoots for other people or even for yourself. High quality lighting or even decent quality lighting is going to change your whole game. You can go with the simple ring light that everyone gets for mobile photography, just at home, makeup, vanity ring lights. They have them everywhere. You can find a nice one for $15, $20. You can get them up to $100, $200, depending on what you're going for. You can just make it work. Honestly, I went a whole different route, because I didn't even know about the ring lights and things like that. I was more so in the mechanic environment, so I had started with work lights and the wall work lights. I started out with like something a little different, and it was a harsher lighting, but that just teaches you how to grade. That taught me how to edit more, because I dealt with overexposure a lot. One of the other big steps with making do with what you got is understanding that, hey, I might not be able to afford, or I might not have the resources such as a laptop for a nice editing program. Sometimes you have to make do with what you got and just download an app, and that's not always bad. You don't have to consider it downgrading. You're just not you're just not choosing that path. You're choosing your own path, and it's alright to do that. Visco is perfect for that. Visco has a nice social media platform. You can post and share all of that. It has amazing editing features to work with. You can work with Adobe. A lot of people do that. You know, people do that. All of those are decent apps. All of those are really good apps that people use to edit and just tweak their photography in the beginning. They're really simple to learn, and it's just a good way to delve yourself deeper into it. Once you take the picture, you can almost find the hole deeper. You can get more things out of it than you thought you can. And then, if you ask me, I personally say the last big step in making do with what you got is keeping an open mind and being committed. There's no such thing as the perfect picture. You're not gonna just learn photography and be done with it. You can do this for years and never master the art. There's always something else to learn. There's always more to do. There's always something you can tweak. It's not a matter of mastering this form. It's just about figuring out how to express yourself and figuring out how you want to display your art. There's no goal you have to reach. There's nobody you have to please. There's no audience to appease. It's just a matter of figuring out how you want to convey your art form, how you want to display your mind within this picture. So just make sure you enjoy what you're doing, make sure you have fun, and make sure you just enjoy the whole process of it. Don't consider it a task or a hassle. Make sure you come into this process enjoying every single step of it. How can I edit this? What can I do different? What filters do they have? How can I mess with this? How can I cut this? How can I edit this? How can I layer this? Once you get into videography, how can I chop this up? How can I transition this? It's just a matter of what you want to do with it. So at the end of the day, just make sure you enjoy what you're doing, With that being said, thank y'all for joining me for this quick video. I tried to keep this one a little short. Hopefully I ain't keep y'all too long. Hopefully y'all enjoy y'all beginning into photography. So once again, thank y'all for joining me. This is Tamar, and y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good day whenever y'all seeing this. I'm up recording this at crackhead hours. I don't know when to sleep. But yeah, peace be with y'all. Y'all keep it positive and y'all keep moving forward out here, bro. Like, all you can do is progress out here. Don't let that hold you back. Don't concern yourself with people. This is your world. Do you.